Hello and welcome back. I thought today we'd have a look at AKG 451. It's a very popular microphone. It's been about for an awful long time now, and over the years various things have changed, but essentially it's pretty much the same design. So I thought I'd share with you the sort of oldest I've got through to the most recent. So I've got all sorts of versions in here. Three different versions here. Let's have a look at them in more detail. Three versions here. The black one is just a black version of the silver one, so we don't need to worry too much about that. But essentially, what we've got, AKG C451 E. Now, the E is this one, and this particular one has got screwed onto the end a cardioid capsule, which is the commonest one. In actual fact, I mean, I've got in here omnis and cardioids. I haven't got anything else. Omnis and cardioids. Stick them together. The only annoyance is that thread is really fine, and if you buy them second hand, very often you can't get the capsule off because some idiot has screwed it on cross-threaded, and they had a tendency to sort of jam up, and then you could actually break it trying to undo it. So be careful if you ever buy one of these second hand, because they're wonderful mics, and if you see one for a good price, buy it. People are asking way too much money for them now. They are nice, but they're not like exceptional, I don't think. Just nice condenser mics. 451E, that's the normal one. If I measure it up against that one, that's a 451 EB, bit longer. And the B is just basically a bass roll-off switch, which is hidden behind that little slot to poke it with a little cocktail stick or something. But that's the difference between those, the E and the EB. Both interchangeable capsules. And one of the nice things about these is you could get these sort of things. If you remove the capsule, you can screw the capsule onto the end of that, and then screw the preamp body onto the bottom. And what you've got is a microphone with a bit more reach. It was really actually very popular for using on sort of desk type stands sitting on the top of grand pianos, because you could sort of stick that on the frame of the piano, and that would go into the works end of the piano and record it quite nicely. Or of course it was very handy used in TV programs because it's quite small and light. Opera singers love them. You can stick them on a stand. They even did a huge version where this actually goes right down to the ground. It's like an extended version of one of these. But they're quite pleasant and handy on lecterns, that sort of stuff. Anything where video's involved and you don't want the microphone to be sort of huge and in the way. So that's our 451, the sort of the original series, if that's what you're after. Oddly, they even did a windshield like that, which you could stick over the top, and then you've got a handheld that singers could use. So whenever you see sort of old TV programs, you often see the basket version, and really it's just a basket that slides over the top of that. It's nothing very special. There's a bit of foam in it, some mesh, and plonk the two things together and away you go. So that's the AKG C451 in its original form. If I swap that out for this, now in this case I've got a couple, so it's a stereo pair C451s. Now these are C451Bs too, confusingly, but they're the Mark II ones. Now the C451s look similar, but these new ones are different. And the real difference is, if you look at them, they, superficially, it's the same thing. There is an extra slot because this one has also got a pad built in. The 451s didn't have a pad. If you needed to use them on very loud things, you had to actually buy like a little screw-in thing that went between the capsule and the preamp that would do the gain reduction. But this modern version, the one that's being sold currently, has got a pad built in, -10 and -20 dB, and then the bass roll off. There's a 3-position switch, flat, and then 2 versions of bass cut. But that does not come off anymore. It's screwed in. It doesn't have the removable screws. I wouldn't mind betting they used to get quite a lot back for repair where people had cross-threaded them. So the new version comes with a fixed cardioid capsule. I think there was, there was intended to be other versions, but I've never actually seen anybody who's got them. And in this box, it also comes with a stereo bracket. So you can put 2 things together and you can do your classic stereo type things. So you can do X, Y, or any of the other sort of, coincident pair type techniques. So handy little thing. H50 bracket. I mean, really, it just screws on the stand and it's got 2 slide mounts. It's nothing particularly special. And it comes in a nice posh box. So, it's okay. It's a nice little stereo kit. Incidentally, I mean, when they did these, they sort of marketed them as a stereo pair. I mean, serial number wise, I don't know how far away we are. Let's have a look. 68679, 68757. So close. But I guess they take them off the thing, test them, and think, oh yeah, them 2 are a nice pair, and that's how it's done. So I've got a couple of those, and I thought I've got a little project on the go here at the moment. So I thought what I might do is just grab an old and a new, tape them together, and use it to record a guitar. I'll do some speech first, so you can have a listen to see if you can hear the difference between old and new. Right, you're listening to me now on the Shure SM7B, so let's switch to the old mic first. We're now on the AKG C451 EB. E, which was the designation in the early 70s for the XLR version, and the B for the bass roll-off. So that's the old one. I mean, 55 years old? Yeah, okay. Let's switch to the brand new one. Now, the new one is an AKG C451B. It's the bass roll-off version with the fixed capsule. You can't do it. Now, the 2 things switching between them, well, I don't think there's a huge amount of difference, to be honest. They've taken the old design, tinkered with it, played about a bit, but kept the flavour of the original. There is a difference in the tone, but it's very small. So these are rather useful little things. In actual fact, the one thing that's wrong with the C451 is the stand mounts. The microphone is very, very slim, and very few stand mounts actually fit it. So if you lose the mic clips and you want to buy the authentic originals, they'll cost you an absolute fortune. You can buy a microphone, easily buy a microphone for the price of one of the clips if you look on eBay. I've managed to find one that fitted because for some strange reason I can't find the right mic clips for the stereo set. It's damn annoying. Anyway, we'll now do the guitar bit. There's a pretty good chance that, as this is a project that I'm doing, YouTube is going to spot that the piece of music is from a certain track, and I'll probably get a copyright strike, but who cares? Let's do the guitar. Well, that was really a bit weird because there's 55 years between those 2 microphones, and I really don't think I can hear the difference. If there is a difference, I can't hear it. Maybe it's at the very top end. I don't know, because obviously I can't hear those because I'm ancient. But I can't tell the difference. If you didn't know what that tune was, just for a bit of context, it was a very old piece of music from similar era to the microphone in a way. Have a listen to this and you'll perhaps recognise the song. So there we go, a quick trip through AKG C451. If you can find the original ones, they're expensive, but if you really are not into just collecting microphones, it might be just as well to buy a brand new one, because they're too close to call in my humble opinion. See you on the next video. Look after yourselves. Take care.